Hi, welcome to Nanyang Education's Primary School Problem Sum series, where we go through upper primary problem sum techniques. In this video, we'll be covering part 4 of our series, Constant Party. This is the third video, percentage, and we'll go through the basic techniques for this topic. Under our problem sum technique playbook, we have 10 different techniques to go through, and this is just our fourth topic. So don't forget to follow us for more updates on the next few videos. So for this video, the lesson plan will be as such. First, we'll cover a basic question with a step-by-step guide. Next, we have another basic question for you to attempt on your own. And lastly, to really test your understanding, we have an intermediate difficulty question for you to try on your own. Without further ado, let's jump right in. So let's see our first question. Annie had 25% less carrots than Cassie. After getting an additional 4 carrots, Annie had as many carrots as Cassie. So how many carrots did Cassie have? So our first step is to draw a before change after model to express their ratio. We write down Annie is to Cassie, and since Annie has 25% less than Cassie, Annie would have 75% and Cassie 100%. Simplifying that, we'll get 3:4, which is our ratio before. Now our change will be Annie gains 4 carrots, and after that, their ratio will be 1:1. For step 2, we have to recognize that Cassie remains the same for before and after in the entire question. So we should make sure that Cassie's 4 parts before and 1 part after is equivalent. How do we do that? We should multiply the after row by 4 times, so that Cassie will have 4 units of carrots for the entire question. With that, our new after ratio is 4:4. Now with this new table, we can use Annie's change to find 1 unit. We take 4 unit minus 3 units. This is our after minus before. This equals to our change, which is 4 carrots. And 4 unit minus 3 units is also equals to 1 unit. With that, we know that 1 unit equals to 4. And now, we can easily solve the question. So the question asks, how many carrots did Cassie have? So as our table says, that's 4 units, which is 4 times 4, 16. So Cassie had 16 carrots. Now let's do a recap. Our first step is to draw a before change after model to express their ratio. Next, we recognize that one individual remains constant, and we equate his or her before and after parts. By doing so, we can use the change to find 1 unit and hence easily solve the question. Now that we have learned how to do the questions, let's attempt another one. So Alex had 40% less potatoes than Stan. After Alex gained 36 potatoes, he had 40% more potatoes than Stan. So how many potatoes do they have in total now? Feel free to pause the video and attempt the question. You can resume once you're ready. Alright, so first we write down the ratio of Alex and Stan. Before, it will be 3:5 because Stan is 100% and Alex 60%. After that, Alex gained 36 potatoes, so that's our change. And after that, our ratio will be 7:5. Now notice that in this entire exchange, Stan remains the same. What are coincidence? In both before and after, we already have 5 parts, so we don't have to equate them. So now we can look at the change for Alex. We take 7 units minus 3 units, that's after minus before, and we get our change of 36 potatoes. This will also be 4 units. With that, we can find out that 1 unit is equals to 36 divided by 4, 9. Now how many potatoes do they have in total now? We should take 7 units plus 5 units equals 12 units. That way, we get 12 times 9 equals to 108. So that's our answer. They had a total of 108 potatoes. Now let's try an intermediate difficulty question. There were 40% as many lions as eagles in a zoo. After 35 eagles were moved away, there were 75% as many eagles as lions. How many lions were there in the zoo? Feel free to pause the video and attempt the question first. You can resume once you're ready. Alright, so our first step will be to write down the ratio of lions and eagles. Before that, it will be 2:5. After our change, 35 eagles were moved away, so we minus 35. There were 75% as many eagles as lions, so eagles will be 75% and lions 100%. So our ratio should be 4:3. Now we should notice that in this exchange, the lions remains the same. So we have to multiply the before row by 2 times to make sure that there are 4 units of lions in the zoo. So with that, our ratio before will be 4 units is to 10 units. Our change is minus 35, and after that, the ratio is 4 units is to 3 units. Now with this table, we can look at our change. For the eagles, it's 10 units minus 3 units equals to 35 eagles, as the question tells us. This is also 7 units. With that, we can find out that 1 unit equals to 35 divided by 7, 5. Now we can solve the question. How many lions were there in the zoo? That's 4 units, as our table says. So we take 4 times 5 equals to 20. So that's our answer. There were 20 lions. Did you get it? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Bye!